Taurus, your monthly reading, welcome to it, July, here on the Astroflower. Just to quickly go through, here's your overall energies, here's your karmic message for your relationship sides, here's the karmic message for your material, your job side, your business and projects and etc. This is week 1, 2, 3 and 4 basically as we go through the month. So let's just give a quick look, see what's going on with your overall energies. You have the Empress card. Yeah, having control, I think, over, and you're very good at this, Taurus. You've got this idea that you can control your emotions in order to be very productive, of combining all the mysterious things that are happening around you and to get it into one flow. And it gives, the Empress is setting up the opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities coming in for you here in this month here. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out because you've got control over your emotions. You're not just being pulled from pillar to post, basically. Let's see what goes on in your karmic message on your relationship side. You get the Six of Wands. In the collective reading, I've been calling it apply in July, and it's applying joy in July. And I think your karmic message is here to realize that life is to be lived and the success of life can be measured in many different ways, but living it is ultimate success that we feel within ourselves. And here I think it's a case of, your karmic message here is sort of saying, asking you to go ahead and now live life and really step out there and step forward in regards to your relationships. Go, make some really good connections. Be that sort of that go-to person within the relationships around you, within everybody that is around you. You have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think this living life and this victory that comes in, either you are offering love to someone or someone is offering love to you. That's what it feels like. I feel like there's a real one-to-one connection here, and it's coming through in the first week where someone's going to say something that's going to be, okay, well, let's just take this further. And I think this is because you have built this success, built this persona, or built this energy around you, which is going to bring people into your life and make you feel really good about it. And I think there is communications in regards to love, which is going to give you a much clearer vision as you go forward. In the second week, you get the Magician. Yeah, this is really, really powerful. With this offering, you're going to be able to manifest the future of this offering that's come into you. And it's going to make you feel incredibly victorious as you go forward. You're going to be able to create a lot with what you've got around you in your relationships that are around you. And although I think this comes in on a one-to-one basis, it is going to affect the collective that is around you, your family, your friends, and etc. And I would certainly be open to this offering if I was you. I think it's going to bring you some great things. Then you get the Nine of Wands. This is funny because all of these came, apart from the Magician cards, all of these came out in the collective reading as well, and pretty much on this side as well, which is very funny. The Nine of Wands here is you are going off on this journey. And as you go off on this journey and you've had these offerings of love, and as you're manifesting these things in your life in the second week, in the third week, it's like in order to manifest them, you have to have healthy boundaries in that doesn't, so you're not pulled from pillar to post, basically. And this is where the control over your emotions, where the Empress card can really help you. And as you go forward, you're going to realize that certain things are just not worth getting involved in, and other things are. But you've got to take this wand, like this Six of Wands here, and he's got that wand there with the wreath above it, because he's got his righteous place, or they've got their righteous place on that horse. And that white horse symbolizes energy, that Empress card. And in this third week here is you going off and setting in those healthy boundaries, saying, I'm going off and doing this, and I'm not going to allow people, and this is where I think it comes in, the healthy boundaries, is not allowing people to say to you, oh, Taurus, I wouldn't do this, I'll do this. And don't let them change your mind. You know, allow you to just, you're very good at that. You're incredibly good at that. You know, you're going to be a leader in this whole sort of scenario, and it's going to be a difficult decision sometimes to make, to not listen to some people in your life and just go off and start living exactly what you should be living, basically. Out with the old and in with the new. I think this is where that healthy boundaries helps you to see clearly the people that are there to, in order to make your life grow or your world grow, and others who are just want to entrap you in a way. And this is the out with the old and in with the new, and being very passionate about the life. It's almost as if you can see on this magician card, he's got that sort of like that wand, as it were, in his hand, where he's using his energy to manifest his future. And this is that wand there. By the end of July, you're going to be in a position where you're going to be heading off passionately in a direction that really corresponds to you. And it's almost as if energy is sort of like willing you on here, willing you to connect with other people that are around you. And I think it's really quite beautiful, to be honest. Let's just see what's going on in your material side of life. There's cards are starting to flip. What's going on here, Taurus? Let's see what's on your karmic path, the world, a whole new cycle. Looking at what's been going on your cards in the path, I think this is here, because it's on your karmic path here, this is a new cycle. It's a longer term cycle. It's almost as if like you've put in the work to construct something, and now all of a sudden you've got a solid foundation, which now allows you to open up a whole new cycle in your life. You've done the hard work at the beginning to initiate things, and now it's a case of applying it through this month in order to create that new cycle, which will be very productive for you. It will be very abundant for you as you go forward. You know, she's got these two wands, just sort of say, you know, she's got these two wands in her hand, which she's got up there. She's joining in with the magician there and manifesting a whole new future. I do think both sides are really quite tied in with one another. Let's just see what's going on the first week. Then you have the Five of Wands. I like these Five of Wands cards because you see this person here. This person here has taken their wand out of the fight. That is that one there, and that is that one there, and that is that one there. They have taken, they've extracted themselves from an old paradigm where you may have had to work hard in order to get to where you are, and you can leave behind the woes and worries of difficult financial times of the past, where you had to work really hard, and you can move on to something a lot better. And it is a card of learning. It's a card of learning, of being the best example of yourself and moving on to a new paradigm that really corresponds to you. I really don't get conflict. So the only conflict I can get is with yourself in order to have that career path that corresponds to you. And it's all, you know, it's that fight within to be that best example in order to get the best career that you so desire, or the best business that you so desire. And sort of saying to yourself, no, I'm not going to accept second best. And I think that's what the learning curve has been for you. And once you decide that, you know, you've got a huge amounts of power, Taurus. But just, it's got to be constant all the way through. There's no flagging at all at any given time. Yeah, as you create this new sort of, this new world, this new cycle, you're going to realize that not only has the world got a lot to offer you, but you've got a lot to offer the world as well. And then within this sort of offering of desires and opportunities within your life, because that's what the Empress card is all about, you can offer opportunities to others which help you grow. It becomes you've got to apply these opportunities in your life, and it's recognizing these opportunities in the second week. They become a lot more obvious because you've extracted yourself from the past of where you've had to work hard, and you're moving into your future, into that whole new cycle with the world. In the third week, things start really moving quite quickly for you. All of a sudden, you start applying things and you start getting results very quickly. This is going to help you to construct this new world, this new cycle, this new business, this new career path, whichever you are doing, in a very quick and easy way, in a way. And it almost seems logical. If you apply the natural logic of things in this new paradigm that we're going into, which I went into on the collective reading, and you take out your emotions of the situations and you apply the logic, all of a sudden things are going to change for you very quickly in a very productive way, and you're going to feel like you've got energy on your side, and you're going forward in a really, really good way. It's going to evolve incredibly quickly. And then we have the Seven of Wands, very similar to the Five of Wands in a way. The thing is with the Seven of Wands, you've still got that one wand there, and this is what is going to be, you're defending your path, as it were. You're defending your rightful position, your righteous position, by going on and living your pathway. When you live your true self, the Five of Wands, you don't have to defend anything. You just have to go ahead and live it, and that will defend it by itself. Because the Seven of Wands is like a revelation. It's a realizing of your passions. That Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. And I think this has to do with your new pathway. As you come to the end of the month, that Six of Wands is now going to be the Six of Wands, which is behind the Seven of Wands, because he's taken one wand and taken it on and using it to create his path, his passionate path as he goes forward. Let's just have a look and see what's going on. It also ties in with the Nine of Wands as well, and those healthy boundaries. Being true to yourself, I think, is really, really important. It's going to help you. It's going to help the collective. It's going to help the people that you love and appreciate around you. Let's just see what's going on with the Empress cards, the overall energy. What's the clarity of this control of emotions? If you want abundance, if you want everything, and this is not just on the material side, this is everything. So this is because it's the overall energy. If you want the life that really fulfills you, your emotions shouldn't be pent up, but they shouldn't either be just thrown out there willy-nilly. You've got to have a certain control over your emotions in order to get exactly what you so desire. And when you do, all of a sudden, it's going to open that whole new pathway, that Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. And the new is abundance within your life. You're going to have it's going to open up a lot of possibilities, those abundance, as you go forward. With the Six of Swords, you get with the Six of Wands, you get the Page of Wands. Yeah. With this victory, or with this sort of like assurance within your relationships around you and making you feel like $1 million, you are going to be able to open up that new path, that Ace of Wands path, with your passions. That's what a Page of Wands does, or page does. A page opens the pathway, and with the Page of Wands, it opens with its passions. So it uses its passions, it sends its passions out there in order to see what is, how the path opens up for them. And there's a lot of wands. You have a lot of wands in your reading today. And I think you're going to be very passionate about your future as you go on. So allow your passions to be, your strength, your victorious side within your relationships. When those offerings come in, be passionate about the return that you give them. What is this page of Knight of Cups? With something that comes into you, an offering that comes into you, you have a Tower moment. I think it's going to rock your world, actually. I think there's going to be an offering to you that's going to make you kind of like go, whoa, okay, I've got to reassess everything. And I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Imagine if someone, proposed to you. It's gonna be a bit of a Tower moment for you. Not necessarily a bad Tower moment. It's going to be a good Tower moment. And then it's a question of how you manifest your future as you go forward. And this in the second week is this is where a lot of things are going to come into your life emotionally, relationship sides, where you're going to have to manifest a lot of things. I was just wondering when we got the Ten of Swords out elsewhere. No, it came out in the collective reading. And I think this is what you're manifesting your future, is this ties into the Ace of Wands. Something is dead, done and over with. It's out with the old and in with the new. And I think this is, as you're manifesting this new future, you're letting go of the past, basically. And you're letting go of a past that might have been difficult for you. But you're not letting go of the lessons of the past. And that's what's coming through in the third week. The lessons of the past comes through with the King of Cups. King of Pentacles. This is you. This is you, Taurus. This is a Taurus card, and it's through understanding, all those books that he has behind him. It's through understanding and studying of life and studying of your relationships, which helps you to sit in your power. But it also makes you a bit of a leader of the pack, as it were. Leader of your family, your friends, your community. And that gives you those healthy boundaries that you've understood through that Ten of Swords, is going to sort of like make you stand out, and heads and shoulders above the rest, or a point of reference for people that are around you. With the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new, I think this ties into the Ten of Swords. Finally, you are going to get peace and harmony from a situation in the past as you move into your new future. And you're going to find your home. You're going to find your oneness with yourself as you go into this new passion, as you go forward. Yeah, a real transitional point for you. I think this ties in, the transition ties in with the offering right at the beginning, and it's going to preoccupy you all the way through the month. With the World card, we get the Seven of Swords. With this new cycle, yes, you do have to play smart here. And I think that ties in with the Five of Wands, is knowing yourself, being the best example of yourself. It ties in with the Seven of Wands that you've got at the top there. As I say, 7 for me is a revelation number. It's when you reveal something and you understand something completely. The completion of something is 6. It's like a yes. It's like this is it. Confirmation of both sides. And then you realize how to put it all into place. And this new cycle, this world that's coming through, is going to need for you to, in this, on your career path or in your business, you've got to be playing smart as you go forward. From the Five of Wands, where you've had to, as I say, I think you've had to, I think it's more of an inner fight within yourself. And now you're at harmony with yourself. It's sort of saying, from that understanding of taking that one wand, you should be networking in a very joyous way, of connecting with other people that are around you in a very good way. Let's just see what's going on with the Nine of Cups. You get the Six of Swords, Six of Wands again. You're really on a roll here, Taurus. I think with these beautiful offerings, all of a sudden I think you're getting a general glow up moment, not only on your relationship side, but also on your financial side. And I think the two sides tie in with one another. And these gifts that you've got for other people is going to bring you a lot of attention within your career path. You may have offerings, understandings that you're offering to the situation. and it's going to make you stand out heads and shoulders above the world. And that's what's going to make it go quickly with the Chariot card as well. All of a sudden you're going to come into all these victories, and you're going to start applying your heart's desires of what you want at your job, your business, and etc. Once you start applying your heart, I think you're going to get the best of it. And that's what July is about applying it in your life. And yeah, it's one of these cups here that you're offering to the rest of the world, or the rest of the world is offering to you. It could well be a promotion. It could well be an advancement within your business. It could be starting a business or something like that. But whatever it is, put your sort of heart and soul into it in a very measured fashion, the control over your emotions, but recognizing, saying, yes, I'd love to do this. And now we're getting the aces coming out. We get the Ace of Swords. So we got 3 aces at the top here. New cycle at the bottom. I think this realization that comes through you gives you an enormous amount of victory on both on your relationship side as much as on your material side. And with the 7 of Wands here, if you continue down your path, have that clear vision of where you're going, it opens the pathway in a way, or starts the pathway in a way that makes you feel victorious about yourself, because you know where you're going and you know what you should be doing. And that just brings you into a point where you feel like you're winning. And I also think that also brings in that healing for you as you go forward. Apply yourself in July, because it's going to bring you enormous amounts of things, Taurus. As I said, I've done the collective reading as well, which was all about work. Not work as in the material world, but working to apply this sort of situation that we have. So that's come out. You'll see that on our channel. And you've got our weekly readings that are also coming out at the weekend. I will see you there for that. Don't forget, in the meantime, thank you for your support for this channel, and every which way you do support this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.